Well, thank you very much, Jacob. As I've been saying, today the Momentum Proteas are going to shine a spotlight on gender-based violence by wearing black in support of the movement in their second ODI against Pakistan at the Kingsmead Cricket Stadium. Now, beyond the black outfit, the Proteas will also raise their fist after the national anthem is sung. The black ODI will be the very first for the national women's side, and the team aims for it to be the catalyst in the fight against GBV in South Africa. And to chat a bit more about this, I'm joined by Cricket South Africa's media manager, Koketso Fatuhi, who is joining me this morning. KK, thank you very much for joining me this morning. I mean, this is the second ODI for the Proteas women, and it's a special one. How are the ladies feeling ahead of today's game?
Good morning, Tumi, and good morning to the viewers of Newzroom Afrika. Everyone is really excited about this, Tumi. I think you are one of the few journalists that we have in the space who follows cricket, at a higher level. And you've been a great supporter of women's cricket, and you know how excited these women are right now and how they've always wanted an event that really is close to their heart. And what better way to do it than starting today with the Black Day event, which aims to be the catalyst in the fight against GBV in South Africa.
I mean, why did you see it fit to take part in such an initiative and in this particular game today?
Well, it was very important. And, just to make it clear to the public, this was not an initiative only taken by Cricket South Africa with its board and the executive only. This is an initiative that came from the players themselves. The players really felt passionate about having an event, but most importantly, having a cause that is very close to the heart. And, CSA, obviously with its partners, we've obviously used Black Day as a mobilizing mechanic to promote the eradication of violence against women as a platform to generate GBV awareness and also to educate the public.
This is a very big initiative on its own, but for Cricket South Africa to say, listen, we really want to be part of something like this and also use sport as a tool to send a message out there. Why did you see it as important to make sure that you use sport as a tool to, send out that message?
It's very important because, we're very privileged to be, a national sporting federation, and we've got millions of followers and millions of our public in South Africa who follow the game of cricket. What we've done is that, we've used our platform as an education tool to continually generate awareness of GBV and way for people to seek help if people are suffering from the scourge. We've taken heed, obviously, as an organization from the message by the president, and we're the first sports federation to come up with a marquee event that goes on to shine a spotlight on GBV. And we're going to do that, obviously, today at the Hollywood's Kingsmead Stadium by donning our black colors. As you can see, I'm wearing those right now, Tumi. And yeah, everyone is just excited. But the most important thing, from us as Cricket South Africa is that we won't let abuse shame the game. And we want to encourage everyone to rise above and break the silence and end the violence against women and children.
And then for someone that is watching currently, that would actually want to take part in this particular initiative with you guys and also support the Proteas women, how can they get involved?
People can get involved. Obviously, today we would have loved for Hollywood-based Kingsmead to be a sea of black. But obviously, due to the strict protocol that our government has put in place due to the pandemic, our fans can't come to the stadium and rally behind the Momentum Proteas. But what we can start doing right now is that, people can go on their social media platforms, don their black colors, hashtag NGBV, hashtag Black Day, just to raise awareness and make people aware, just to talk about GBV and bring the light to the effect it has on our communities. Also, the one thing that we are doing right now as an organization is that to educate on the matter. And one thing is that I've said earlier is that we are resolute as CSA that GBV will not be tolerated on a field of play. Our administration, communities, as well as the fans at large in the greater South African community.
Now, KK, we know that it's not only a special occasion or a special game for all the ladies, but it's also a special one for Shabnim Ismail, who, hitting that 100 milestone for her. Just let's talk about, the contribution that she's made to the national team and how she's been doing over the years.
Tumi, she's really been immense for the Momentum Proteas. The likes of Shabnam Ishmael are, obviously senior players, but they're the ladies who really set the bar when it comes to women's cricket, not only in South Africa, but internationally. They played the game of cricket when it was not fashionable, when women's cricket was not even highlighted on our screens on TV. Now she's in a great opportunity where she's going to be playing 100 ODI game. She's just come back from the WBBL where she won the WBL with the Australian team. She's still going strong right now. She played in the game on Wednesday and was the player of the match. She oozes a lot of confidence and is somebody that the youngsters look up to. And we as Cricket South Africa, we are very proud of her achievement. And what better way to celebrate it than in the home union of the KZN Union, which is the franchise that she plays for locally.
Absolutely. I think I'm looking forward to see what she's going to do today. But I mean, looking ahead of the match today, what is the team looking forward to improving on in the second one? I mean, we saw, yes, they won by 3 runs in the previous one. What is the coach saying ahead of this match?
Everyone is, relishing the prospect of just closing off the series, I think, today. We had a, narrow win on Wednesday. But, people obviously know that, we've had 11 months of not having any cricket with this team. But our last ODI series was actually in New Zealand, where we beat the White Ferns 3-0. And we want to make sure that we continue with that great run of form in the one-day international format. As you know, that we've got the World Cup coming up next year, exactly this time in New Zealand. So it's all about just building momentum and ensuring that the girls can just continue in that rich vein of form. And what better way to do it than today in our Black Day and make sure that we wrap up the series. Girls are very excited and just looking forward to making sure that they deliver a great performance, much better than the one they did on Wednesday.
Now, KK, before I let you go, I know this is the first Black ODI. Why did you choose this specific match?
Well, it just so happens to me that, it was actually supposed to be last year when we were poised to host Australia around this time. So what had happened was obviously the pandemic came through, but we chose this match specifically, it's on a weekend, but also, it's a home series that we've had. And obviously, great thanks to our cricket services, but also trying to interim board, for the work that they've done behind the scenes to ensure that, the players' safety is adhered to and that the game of cricket can return. And we're very much grateful. And that's why we took this opportunity to have this Black Day now.
Well, one thing for sure is that we are happy to see our ladies back on the field. We'll just have to wait and see how that one will pan out today. Koketso Kgasoe, who is the Cricket South Africa media manager, thank you so much for joining us today. Just chatting about the Proteas women who will be wearing all black in support of the fight against GBV. For now, let's head over to Liesel to find out what else to look forward to on the show.